See this little thing? It is supposed to be an ionization chamber. I would confirm that it indeed probably is. Pretty cool. For those that don't know, this is the sensing element of an ionization chamber survey meter, most likely made in the 1960s as a part of the American Civil Defense Movement. Cool little piece of history. Problem is they're not particularly useful outside of an actual radiological emergency because they are extremely high range. Geiger-Muller tubes, like you might have in this little Model 3 here, are extremely good for contamination and picking up sources of radiation, whereas this is really only good for extremely high-range radiation, like you might get post a reactor meltdown or, God forbid, a warhead going off. Again, pretty useless, at least from the hobbyist perspective. I hear jokes every now and again that the most common model, CDV 715, is about as good as a doorstop or a paperweight, because again, you would probably need to blast it with an X-ray machine in order to get it to actually register a decent amount. I did see one video online of an individual who, I think it was Weapons and Stuff 983, I can't remember the last couple numbers there, but he was able to get the needle to move by just packing it with radium dials, like every piece of radium that he owned. And even then, he was only able to get it to move a small amount on the lowest setting. So that gives you an idea of just how far you would need to go in order to get this, once it's set up, to actually, do something. Not that it's not useful. Ionization chambers are still regularly used by people like radiation safety officers at hospitals and also on standby for hazmat crews and other radiological first responders. But for the general hobbyist who's just going to be looking for Fiesta ware and uranium glass at a store like me, it's not going to be particularly useful. So, since it's not particularly useful, you would think I probably only have one of them. Well, something must have snapped in my brain a couple weeks ago, because I now have 17 of them. Yeah. I'm not really sure why. In fact, come to think of it, I haven't even cracked these ones open yet. Yeah, that's an ionization chamber, alright. Looks like a little gosh darn lunch bag, but, I'd be curious to look up the serial number. Oh, 68. That's cool. But, yeah, so I have 17 of them, which is approximately, there's the other 6, should have pointed that out. 17, that is approximately 16 more than I'm ever likely to use. So, why did I buy these? One, I'm not sure. 2, they were cheap. And 3, they're cool. I'm probably just gonna... I got a couple friends that are... This be the logo of the bagging company. Cool. Bull. I got a couple friends that are electronics hobbyists, so I'll probably give each of them one, just as a little thing, even if they never use it. But at the end of the day, yeah, I think I overbought. Because right now, at, thankfully, peacetime in 2024, these are about as useful as a Lumberjack in North Dakota. That is to say, for a hobbyist. For me, not particularly useful, but I might run some experiments with them. I don't know. Not that I have any source that will even remotely put enough gamma radiation here. My hottest thing, I only collect uranium glass, so, yeah. Not really sure what I'm going to do with these. I suppose I could wire them all together and, create the world's largest ionization chamber array, and then have the needle stay at 0, because there wouldn't be anything to detect. But otherwise, these might just make pretty decent gifts. Nice little, interesting piece of history. But until then, they are going to sit in a box, because I can't do anything with them. So, yeah, if you happen to know who I am and are interested in an ionization chamber, I can probably spare 4 for you. Uh, yeah, have a good day.